As always, don't forget to check the video description down below for the links on parts and tools we use in today's project. Click on those, it helps a lot, appreciate that. This is a 2001 Pontiac Aztek, and we're doing the front wheel hub assembly or bearing, so let's check it out. Okay y'all, so first thing we're going to do, remove the wheel. It's got 19mm lug nuts. I think they have some plastic caps there too. We have the jack, going to jack it up. This is the place we jacked it up. Always use your jack stand. And now we're going to be looking at this. We're going to remove your brake caliper and pads all together by taking the two bracket bolts off. And those sit right back there. And there'll be one sitting right there. We already took it out. It's a 15 and one right there. You take those two out and then you'll be able to pull this piece off. And then you'll be able to pull your rotor off. It just sits on there freely. It's not bolted or screwed in. And then we need to remove our axle nut. We're going to be using our sweet 1/2 inch Milwaukee and a 34mm, and I'll take it right off. And you know what, I think that axle nut might actually be a 33mm. That's kind of an uncommon size, so we just used a 34. Didn't have any problem. Also, if you don't have a Milwaukee like that, you'll want a big breaker bar. You'll want to take your wheel off first, take this center cap out, it just pops out, and then set the car back down, and then take your breaker bar, break it loose, and then you can get back to here. But you're going to want to take the axle nut off. It's like one of the first things you do with the wheel back on, because it's going to be really hard to take that out. Next, once you're at this spot, we have this wire right here, and there should be a connector. I don't know what this customer did. They like cut the wires and wired it back in, but it's just like one of those little connectors where you pull the piece back and then pick it out. I'll show you that on the new wheel bearing here in a second. But other than that, we have 3 bolts. We have a bolt here, and a bolt back in there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 15, but you're just going to take a ratchet and extension and get back to it that way. Alright, and this is what the new wheel hub looks like. And you can see we've got this connector. That's what it's supposed to look like. It'll probably just clip into something, and then your other connector will lift up right here and pop off, and that's what it's supposed to look like. Again, ours is not right. I don't know what they did before, but we're gonna have to try and work something out here. And then the bolts, so you can see I've got this one hooked up right here, and it's actually a 14, and we can just peek back in there. You can see there's one of your 3s right there. The one, it's sitting on it, and that's what it'll look like when you have it on there. Then this one, the one that comes right here, is blocked by this whole clip thing, so you're gonna have to take, it's probably like a nut right there, take that off, and then the bolt should be exposed once you remove that. And then we'll take this bolt off, then we'll work on pulling this off. We'll probably take a big hammer and start tapping right here and right here to just work this off and put our new one in. Alright y'all, so we got this right here. We're just gonna go ahead and wiggle and then push. This one, we didn't have to take a hammer, but if you did, just take your big old hammer and bam, 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 and it's not gonna have any problem coming out. You can also just pow, 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 and that'll help the axle come out as well. I might even just, it's giving me a little bit of trouble, so just go ahead and tap on it a little bit. That'll come right out. So it's out now, and we're gonna want to remember how this comes out. It was sitting back there like that, so just remember that as well. And we're gonna want to put everything back in the same way, and let's see how bad this thing was. It looks like it was a little rough, so we'll go ahead and replace it, and that's it, y'all. Just gonna want to put everything back in the exact way it came out. You want to start your bolts, make sure it goes in flush when you tighten them down, and just put it all back together. So thanks for watching.